I would like to extend a pleasant afternoon greeting to everyone present. Today, we gather to honor and pay homage to the African Americans who have made a notable contribution across various domains as a part of Black History Month Assembly. So come and be a part of our effort to acknowledge their achievements, unveil historical significance, and embrace cultural heritage. Black History Month is more than just a calendar designation. It is a time to recognize the incredible contributions of Black history and community to our society. It is a celebration of resilience, accomplishments, and the rich cultural tapestry that shapes our world. Through understanding and appreciation, we build bridges of unity and amplify voices that have been often unheard. To kick things off, let us dive into some key facts about Black History Month. This month, established in the early 20th century and officially recognized in 1976, serves as a dedicated period for reflecting on the significant impact and the achievements of African Americans. This observance offers a platform to acknowledge and contribute in diverse fields such as science, literature, politics, and the arts. By recognizing both the challenges faced and the triumphs achieved, it deepens our understanding of the ongoing journey towards equality and justice. Now, let us journey back to the Harlem Renaissance, a period in the 1920s that saw a flourishing of Black arts, culture, and intellectualism, centered in Harlem, New York City. This cultural explosion not only transformed the artistic landscape, but also paved its way for a broader recognition of Black contributions to American society. To truly capture this moment, we have a video that will transport us back in time to show the glimpse of that era.
Throughout the 1920s, Harlem experienced a cultural and intellectual explosion that became known as the Harlem Renaissance. Who was involved in the Harlem Renaissance? What was the ultimate impact? Harlem is a neighborhood in New York City which has a very large African American community. Harlem became a destination for African Americans throughout the early 1900s as part of the Great Migration. As more blacks made Harlem their home, it increasingly became well known as an African American cultural center. Poets, writers, artists, musicians, and philosophers were all key parts of the movement. One of the key components of the Harlem Renaissance was music. Jazz performers including Jelly Roll Morton, Fats Waller, Duke Ellington, and Louis Armstrong perfected their music, which became very popular amongst white audiences. It was also during this era when the piano was incorporated into the jazz style of music. Traditionally, jazz bands had included primarily brass instruments. Intellectuals such as W.E.B. Du Bois and Marcus Garvey argued and debated issues of racism, ethnic pride, and other topics related to African American life. Poets such as Langston Hughes introduced a new form of poetry known as jazz poetry. African American literature of the era included themes such as how slavery had impacted the African American culture and how to combat stereotypes of Black Americans. African American clothing also drastically changed during the Harlem Renaissance. Black men started wearing zoot suits. These were suits which featured long coats with padded shoulders and wide lapels. Women wore low-slung dresses, silk stockings, and open-toed slippers. Both genders wore hats with wide brims. Leopard skin items also became popular, as they were seen as a connection to traditional African garb. The Harlem Renaissance had a profound impact on the United States, as well as the world. African American artists, musicians, and writers began to be respected on an international level. Not only were white audiences listening to and enjoying Black music, but white composers and musicians began incorporating African American rhythms and harmonies into their own pieces. The Harlem Renaissance also helped to change the world's perception of African Americans. Prior to the 1920s, blacks were thought of as uneducated farmers. However, thanks to the Harlem Renaissance, a new image of sophisticated and intellectual African Americans began to emerge.
Moving on, we have a special segment dedicated to the art of poetry. Poetry has always been a powerful means to self expression, allowing us to convey emotions and stories in a unique way. I would like to invite Shania and Ananya from MYP3 and Sarah from MYP4 to take us on a journey through the words of famous poets, inviting us to reflect on the beauty and complexity of human experience.
Lift Every Voice and Sing by James Weldon Johnson. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise, high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with the steady beat, have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed? We have come over a way with that tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood that has been slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, Thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keeping us forever in the path, we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts drunk with the wine of the world, we forgot thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land. Thank you.
Praise Song for the Day by Elizabeth Alexander, a poem written for Barack Obama's presidential inauguration. Each day we go about our business, walking past each other, catching each other's eyes or not, about to speak or speaking. All about us is noise. All about us is noise and bramble, thorn and din, each one of our ancestors on our tongues. Someone is stitching up a hem, darning a hole in a uniform, patching a tire, repairing the things in need of repair. Someone is trying to make music somewhere, with a pair of wooden spoons and an oil drum, with cello, boombox, harmonica, voice. A woman and her son wait for the bus. A farmer considers the changing sky. A teacher says, "Take out your pencils, begin." We encounter each other in words. Words spiny or smooth, whispered or declaimed, words to consider, reconsider. We cross dirt roads and highways that mark the will of someone, and then others who said, "I need to see what's on the other side." I know there's something better down the road, and we need to find a place where we are safe, yet we walk into that which we cannot yet see. Say it plain, that many have died for this day. Sing the names of the dead who brought us here, who laid the train tracks, raised the bridges, picked the cotton and the lettuce, built brick by brick the glittering edifices they would then keep clean and work inside of. Praise song for struggle, praise song for the day, praise song for every hand-lettered sign and the figuring it out at kitchen tables. Some live by love thy neighbor as thyself, others by first do no harm or take no more than you need. What if the mightiest word is love? Love beyond marital, filial, national. Love that casts a widening pool of light. Love with no need to preempt grievance. In today's sharp sparkle, this winter air, anything can be made, any sentence begun. On the brink, on the brim, on the cusp. Praise song for the walking forward in that light. Thank you.
A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wing in the orange sun rays, and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still. And his tune it's heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade wind soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on the dawn bright lawn. But he names the sky as his very own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams, his shadow shouts on nightmares and screams. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still. His tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. Thank you.
A sincere thank you to Shania, Ananya, and Sarah for sharing the powerful words that transcend boundaries and deepen our connection. Building on the theme of self-expression, our next segment explores how poetry becomes a powerful medium for sharing personal perspectives. Our budding poets, Rashmi and Rananjay from MYP3 and Disha from DP1 will now present their insights through their original writings in form of poetry and add diverse voices to the celebration.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rashmi Nair, a student of MYP3A. In light of Black History Month, I have penned and today will be reciting to you a poem titled Ebony Ballads of Ironclad Tenacity. This poem is a strong tribute to all the figures in Black history who have left an indelible mark on history and have left an enduring legacy to their strength, tenacity, determination, and defiance. Let us now begin with the poem. Underneath the eclipse of race, would an uneducated Black slave son's soul be able to conceive the maiden American produce or laws that announce each fleeting hour? This is what a 21-year-old Benjamin Banneker would achieve, a victory no white of the time could ever tower. Claudette Colvin stirred a deep tempest within her 15-year-old essence, manacled for refusing to be under the unforgiving control of a white. No, Colvin would not yield to acquiescence, for never once was hushed a girl that made a bus seat for a Black a right. In the Black American ghettos, the hero is that man who's offered only the crumbs from his country's table. Once remarked Maya Angelou, a bard strangled in a quagmire of bias and iron thoughts, who repudiated to pierce her ponderings and render her musings as nothing but unable. Instead, vowing vengeance by penning powerful poems where wings of ideas soar and pages waltz. Immeasurable is the pain of having one's words enveloped in a regimented reticence. Yet, such notions unyoke from these shackles, an attestation to a resolute spirit and an exultant recompense. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ananjay, and today I'm going to recite a poem that I wrote. The title is The Unsung Heroes. In February's grace, a month of pride, we honor stories long denied. Through trials faced and battles won, Black history shines beneath the sun. From ancient kingdoms to modern days, the legacy echoes in countless ways. Trailblazers, leaders, brave and true, their courage guides for me and for you. From Harriet's journey on the railroad's track to MLK's dream, never looking back. Rosa's seat, a stand so bold, the stories of resilience forever told. From Langston's words that dance and sing, to Maya's poems that take wing. The voices soar, the wisdom shared. In every heart, the legacy declared. Inventors, artists, scholars too, the contributions shape the world we view. With each step forward, a path is laid. In Black history's light, we find our way. So let us celebrate, let us remember the strength and beauty of every ember. For in Black history, we find our truth, a tapestry of resilience forever youth. Thank you.
Okay. Hello. Okay, these are working. I'll use these. A very good afternoon, everyone. I am Disha Nishwal from DB1, and today I'll be presenting a poem called Dearest Dreams. It'll be about a very taboo topic that our society often ignores. It's going to be having two characters, a mother and a daughter, and I hope it leaves you all thinking. I saw a dream, I saw a dream. What did you see, my dear? I felt a shadow touch me and play along my fear. I saw his ugly nails dig in my soul and in my heart. Don't worry, don't worry. That's in a world apart. But I saw a dream, I saw a dream. Dear, it's not true what you saw. But he held me down and made me feel utterly numb and raw. Oh, darling, oh, dear, I promise it's all fine. But he ripped me of all my worth and shine. Oh, now, dear, dear, hold your dreams in hall. Go back to sleep, go back to sleep. But I wasn't asleep at all. Thank you.
Music has a unique way to connect individuals and convey different emotions. So now, to conclude our journey today, we have a special musical anthem that celebrates the essence of Black History Month. Let us watch and reflect on the significance and symbolism within this powerful video.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I would like to come downstairs to have a word with you regarding the assembly only. So, we listen to the poems and the tone is set. So, let's talk about the beauty of black. Right? Is it not audible? Is it? Am I audible to you? Okay. So, let's come up with some creative expressions, some creative comparatives to see how beautiful black. For me, black can be as beautiful as maybe getting a kiss from my mother on my forehead. Right? Black can be as beautiful as saying hi to a friend. Right? So let's come up with some expressions, some responses from the audience. How can be black beautiful to you? Yes. Anybody? Just think out some emotive ways to express yourself on how black can be as beautiful as. Yeah. Teachers, students, anybody? Sumit? Okay. Anybody from the audience? Please.
Eating a chocolate.
Was feeling safe in my home.
Black can be as beautiful as being safe in our home. True.
A BMW.
All right. Anybody from that side? How can be black as beautiful as?
I love black because I'm Batman.
Come on, we need some creative ways to express your emotions, okay? Yes. Anybody else?
Black can be as beautiful as the first paint stroke on a new painting. Black can be as beautiful as the first paint stroke on a brush stroke on a painting.
Quite visual. Thank you so much. Yes.
It can be as beautiful as a midnight rain.
Yes, it can be. Louder, louder, Plaksha.
Midnight rain.
Black is just as beautiful as white or brown or any other color.
As beautiful as any other color. Yes.
As beautiful as a Konexe Kagira.
It can be as beautiful as a cheesecake.
Black can also be as beautiful as standing up for your rights. Yes? Okay, I'll take one last response from grade 7. And I need...
My hair.
Thank you.
Can be as beautiful as listening to music.
Thank you, Nandini. Black can be as beautiful as listening to a music or a song. Right. So there are ways to express the beauty of black and how to embrace it in our lives, right? This is what the Black History Month is all about. It's about inclusivity. It's about embracing people. It's about embracing culture, right? So yes, acceptance is the key here. Yes, Ms. Suchita.
Can we all settle down? Yeah, Yashika, you want to say something? I don't think so many people need to talk now.
Black is as beautiful as black. Why do we need to compare it to anything?
Black in itself is beautiful. So, to put it in a musical way, over to this rap.
Yeah, a rap, an anthem to celebrate the Black History Month. Miss Kriti, can we please request you to play the video?
Left to the right, top to the floor. When I say Black history, say it's yours. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. And we say it loud and proud again. There's no America without the African. Fighting to get it equal. Black history, the story of the people. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. It's yours. Only 28 days in the month of February. It's just a kickoff, we don't stop till every textbook and every class give up the glory. The true and living facts of his and her story. People wanna know why we still celebrate it. Road been rocky and we made it, we elated. Our survivors, strivers, fighters, singers, get us dropping names like we have butterfingers. Rosa, King, X-Truth, the greatness. Ali, Fred Douglass, these are the basics. But how about Bessie Coleman, the fly aviatrix? Or Katherine Johnson, who helped launch the spaceships? Or Lewis Latimer illuminating homes? Or Dr. Shirley Jackson improving telephones? Or Fred McKinley Jones keeping ice cream cold? I could go on and on till my body get old. Left to the right, top to the floor. When I say Black history, say it's yours. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. Fought the revolution in both world wars. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours. Gotta say it loud and proud again. There's no America without the African. Fighting to get it equal. Black history, the story of the people. We gave you traffic lights to stop the crash. Almanacs, gas, furnace, and gas. Mass. Gave you hip-hop, Tila rock, blues and jazz, and fresh new dances with flair and pizzazz. Automatic gear shifts to move the cars. Potato chips and peanut butter in jars. Laundry dryers, home security systems, super soakers and suspenders. I could go on listing. Many contributions across institutions. Supreme Court and ball court, it's been an evolution. And we sing it every day. Blue notes like Harold Melvin for this Billie Holiday. We know what's going on thanks to Marvin Gaye. Get a bounce in our step on cue like Kid and Play. Gwendolyn and Kendrick, our poets represent. Hold mics tight like truths that's self-evident. Yeah, we know our heroes fantastic, but gotta remember the forgotten on the Atlantic. We gotta honor our departed, taken from the land where humanity started. Left to the right, top to the floor. When I say Black history, say it's yours. Black history, it's yours. Black history, yes, it's yours.
With great honor and enthusiasm, we extend a warm invitation to Mr. Sumit and Ms. Jyoti to grace the stage with their valuable insights and address this assembly.
Good afternoon, everyone. What was the one thing that you took away after today, if at all you did? No racism. Sorry? Black is beautiful. So, I won't take much time, but I think the only message that you can take away is that, well, Black history or any kind of inclusion is not just for people of a certain color, of a certain gender, of a certain religion, of a certain race. It's really about coming together and knowing that humanity is common. Whatever we do, whatever we say, being mindful of just that we might be saying something that might hurt someone, we should avoid that. We need to keep in mind that Black history is not just about people of a certain maybe color. It's about people who belong to humanity, and we are all one, really. And I think that applies to every day and not just a month, not just a day, right? I hope you'd keep that in mind. Thank you again, the English department, for a wonderful assembly. I think this was really telling. And to know that all forms of media cover all forms of inclusion, I think is a good message for us as well. Right? Thank you.
As we wrap up our assembly, let us take a moment to reflect on the stories, contributions, and cultural richness we have explored today. I encourage each of you to continue the celebration beyond today, fostering understanding and appreciation in our daily lives. By doing so, we contribute to a more inclusive community. Thank you all. You may all now disperse for lunch. Have a great day.